is a way to get permanent resident status or a green card by investing significant amounts of money into businesses in the U.S. It's called an EB5 investor visa. Sounds like a case of a green card for sale? Well, not exactly. But to tell us more about the EB5 visa, we have once again our immigration expert from Reeves Immigration Law Group, Attorney Eric Welsh. Welcome back to Doba Nation, Attorney.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Tell us about this. We mentioned it sounds like a green card visa for sale, but what exactly is an EB5 visa?
Well, it's tempting to look at it like that. It's a little more complicated, but it is an investor visa or an entrepreneur's visa, meaning that the basic idea is it's incentivizing foreign investment in the United States. Now, there are minimum investment amounts, and if you make that qualifying investment and into a job-creating enterprise, which is a business that's going to create jobs for American workers, you could be qualified for a visa.
Okay, well, let's go through some of the details of this, because there are some rules that are going to affect, for example, changing the amount of money that you need to invest. What is the status of, or what are the details of the EB5 visa now versus what are the changes?
That's right. So just as you mentioned, there's a rule change going into effect November 20th of this year, November 20, 2019. Now, right now, that qualifying investment, the standard investment is $1 million. There's an exception that allows an investment of $500,000 into what's called a targeted employment area, which is generally an economically depressed region where the United States government is trying to incentivize additional investment.
I see.
Those numbers are going up. So that $1 million investment is going up to $1.8 million.
Okay.
That $500,000 is going up to $900,000. And they're also going to restrict what they consider to be a targeted employment area, so fewer of those smaller investments will qualify. That means that as of November 20, you're going to see most investments jump to the $1.8 million standard minimum.
I see. Okay. Okay. So that is a big change. But of course, as long as you make your investment before the 20th, then the old rules will still apply.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
The rules will take place after the 20th. Okay. Now, what about other possible options for people who don't have that $1 million to invest? Are there other types of investment visas?
Yeah, there is an option for an investor who is not willing or able to necessarily make that large investment and perhaps isn't interested necessarily in permanent residency, the green card. There's a visa called an E2 visa. This is a non-immigrant visa, so it's a temporary visa, and it's for what's called a substantial investment. The nice thing about that is it's not defined by law by any particular amount. So if an investment, for example, of maybe $100,000 or even something like $50,000, depending on what you're putting the money into, could qualify, because that could be considered a substantial investment.
Okay.
And these don't necessarily have to be job-creating enterprises, so they can be smaller businesses, maybe buying an existing home care facility or buying an existing dry cleaning facility or something like that. And if you're making the investment, you're going to be the majority owner or the sole owner of this business, and you're from a qualifying country, which does include the Philippines, you can obtain this temporary visa, initially for a 2-year period, and that can be extended indefinitely in 2-year increments.
Interesting. Okay, so definitely some things that our nation can think about, some of our viewers can think about, but if they are interested in doing so, they would benefit very much from talking to you or any of your associates to get more information. So let's make sure that they have the right contact info.
Great, appreciate that very much. I would love to hear from you if you're interested in making an investment either for a green card or temporary stay in the United States. Contact Reeves Immigration Law Group. We have offices in Pasadena, San Francisco, Las Vegas, and Manila. We're happy to help you.
Interesting. There are options out there. Thank you so much, Attorney Welsh.
Thank you.